Articulation Radio. Articulation.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another informative and entertaining episode of Articulation Radio. I am your host, the Honorable Joaquin Man. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will start off the day's episode by taking a glance at the news headlines, and today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
These are three of the news headlines and events I saw today, Tuesday, June 21st, 2022, when visiting elitevaluesnews.com on your behalf. A Texas judge has denied a request by a district attorney to withdraw the execution date of a death row inmate whose case has raised legal questions about the role of spiritual advisors in the death chamber. The Supreme Court okays the use of public money for religious education. And Delta Airlines will keep flights at Dallas Love Field after settlement in gate dispute lawsuit has Dallas Love Field to pay Alaska Airlines $200,000 a month to use the Seattle-based carrier's gate for the next 6 years. Those are three of the news headlines and events I saw when visiting elitevaluesnews.com on your behalf. As you know, so much happens in this great world of ours, and the staff at Elite Values News makes it a point to keep you abreast of as much as possible. Check out the headlines in any category, in any hour, within any day. And as you know, you can always feel free to send us any of your news tips, and we will definitely do that investigative reporting and we'll cover that story for you. EliteValuesNews.com. I am Goddess Sage reporting for you live. Looking for the latest news? Visit Elite Values News. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines hourly. EliteValuesNews.com. Visit now.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music. Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am the man who's happy to be here with you today on this another nice episode of Articulation Radio. We have a topic that we're going to cover today, so open up your ears.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me. Just don't get way too much. Got a policy, didn't bring me luck, just the honesty. Now it's all on me, if I'm gonna win. Oh, I'm just gonna get up. It rains down on me, all the phone calls I'm ignoring, see. I'm a mess, just trying to guess my way through this. Just don't get enough of me. 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 Wanna go back in time when everything seems so clear, and when the problems we carried weren't even problems at all. Just don't get enough of me. Weren't even problems at all. Just don't get enough of me. Weren't even problems at all. Just don't get enough of me. Weren't even problems at all. Just don't get enough of me. Weren't even problems at all. Just don't get enough of me.
PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com. Wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com. Book everything you need. PeopleWarmer.com. Go ahead whenever you please. And if you need advertising, marketing, and promotions, add on an S and head on over to PeopleWarmers.com. That's PeopleWarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com for all your media relations, public relations, marketing, advertising, and promotional needs. PeopleWarmers.com. Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Need help building a website? Contact The Conglomerate 972-880-8316 or visit theconglomerate.work. TheConglomerate.work. Theconglomerate.work.
Now I'm in court for child support. The daily drama with baby mama. I hate to comma with the palm of my fist, but I smacked the dumb trick silly and told her stay away from my crib. Stop trying to kill me. This trick is crazy. The days and she had guns and she hold one in each hand, hoping kid he'll die full of holes. So I rolled out speeding through Chicago streets, 93rd South Side. Let the system beat with the wind at my back, Heineken in the lap. The world don't seem so fucking whack. Behold the fact that I turn a blue glare, blinking my red flashing Venus for the chance to pull me over. I ain't sober, so I slowed up and stopped. Two cops, would you believe them? They both wrote 2 tickets apiece. They locked me up 2 reasons. One for speeding and the other for sound. She say for this offense you going downtown to the south. For a while, your court date will be in the month. Nights and days pass away, finally home, sipping some pain I roam, thinking over these dates and times that he crossing my mind. What do I do with time? Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke bud. They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke bud. They got me cornered in the courts. I call the battery case, smacking that trick across the face. I'm pacing play. But anyway, I need to pay my lawyer today. Like arcades, main Pac-Man. It's the way he needs cash. And chop your case up fast for 5 stacks or more. Bring him a whore, he save your ass. I'll never be dismembered by a public defender. Fresh from law school, got me locked up with all you. I grab the G's in my hand so I could please a man, so we could ease the plan. What do you stand? Of this savage land, lost brothers of the struggle, the boss like Tony Danza, Italian judge when I enter. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke, but they got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke, but they got me cornered in the courts. When I entered the courtroom, the bailiff said, "What's up?" I said, "Joe, I'm just stuck in this fucking rug. Get me out. How about $100 to your hand?" He stood for a moment and signed his ticket. Here, black man, you know what's happening. So get out of his ram, and I don't ever wanna see your fucking face again. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke, but they got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. Who are you to judge? They got me cornered in the courts. Cornered in the courts, cornered in the courts. That's why I smoke, but they got me cornered in the courts.
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com.
Today's episode of Articulation Radio was kicked off with Just Don't Get Enough of Me by Mind Me featuring Emmy. And after that, you heard Cornered in the Courts by Cahill Gibran. Now, before I play Nil Zilch Nan by our very own Goddess Sage, let me tell you what she's going to talk to you about today. The title of today's episode is Preventing School Shootings, and not only will Goddess Sage come in and share with you some info as far as the history of school shootings, she's also going to let you know, yes, ways to prevent it, things that you need to be sure to address with the kids, but she will also let you know what these kids are saying are the main reasons why they are willing to take up a gun and go and shoot somebody in a school. So y'all stay tuned, and we're going to share those details with you. Have Goddess Sage come on. I'm going to play her song, Nil Zilch Nan, for you, and then Goddess Sage is going to come on and share some info with you that hopefully you all will be able to use to help prevent school shootings.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Would you like a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
Whoever loved, that loved not at first sight, maybe Marlowe's one true confession, you know. And I too have loved since eyes were first laid, and I could see then you'd never want to go. You know you got it, baby. You got it going on. You know you got me, baby. You got me loving strong. You know you got a baby. You gotta do me right. 'Cause you know you wanna, baby. Keep me all your life. Ain't nobody hold nobody the way that I do. Ain't no lover in the whole
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, jeffersontaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, jeffersontaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, jeffersontaylor.club.
This is Goddess Sage here, and I am happy to be here to talk to you all a little bit about today's topic that Joaquin Mann had explained to you is titled Preventing School Shootings. And there is actually one of the first things I want to toss out to you. Head over to this website, bja.ojp.gov/funding, and you'll be able to find out about this grant that the U.S. Department of Justice, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, was actually offering a grant opportunity. And the grant application period has already passed. The grant closed on June 10th, 2022, but it actually offered fiscal year 2022 Stop School Violence Specialized Training and Technical Assistance Program is what it was for. And the winners of that program, you know, any nonprofit organizations or any charter schools or any public schools that applied for it, of course, those winners will receive grant funding to help improve K through 12 school security, to help prevent the gun violence. And as you know, that since the first mass school shooting started there in Mississippi, April 20th, 1999, at Columbine High School in Mississippi, by Luke Woodham, I think was his name. Because back then that was when I was doing that full-time news reporting for the big dailies. But at any rate, that was the beginning. And that was, well over 20 years ago that the very first one was. But since then, more than 311,000 students have experienced gun violence at school since Columbine. Now, and by saying that the 311,000 students have experienced gun violence, we're not saying that those many were actually shot, okay? I'm saying, those were the number of students that were present at the time, the cumulative number at the time that the gun violence happened. Like, for instance, with Columbine High School. In 1999, when that happened, there was 1,820 children in school at the time. And even for some of you who may even remember back at the Amish school back in 2006, it was West Nickel Mines Amish School back in 2006. Now, to my knowledge, that was the one that had the fewest number of students that was present at the time of the shooting, that Amish school, because only 20 children were in school when that happened. And of course, I want to say maybe from that, it was, a few children, actually were killed. But it was only 20 children present. But then, of course, when we think back to, say, here, when you look at, say, Duke Ellington Elementary School, back in 2000, it was 680 children in school on that day. Then in 2012, at Sandy Hook Elementary School, 420 children were in school that day. And then in 2010, May 18th, 2010, at Southgate High School, there was 3,050 children in school when that mass shooting took place. And at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School back in February of 2018, there was 2,930 students that were physically in school at the time. And of course, there are other numbers where even like this year, say January 2022, January 19th, 2022, at Seminole High School, there was 3,770 children in school at the time of that gunman. And people, all of these numbers, and now you see how, yes, since 1999, April 20th, 1999, yes, more than 311,000 students have experienced gun violence at school since Columbine. And so, of course, we know that this is something that really, it really needs to, and people say it takes a village. This takes more than a village. It really takes everyone who's in contact with these children, starting with their parents, because too often people want to overlook the fact that raising a child, disciplining a child, everything starts at home. And that if people are not providing these children with what they need, starting from the home, then yes, they are going to go outside of the home and not know how to handle things because they have not been taught properly. So at least if you teach your children and they choose to not do right, that's one thing. But if you've never even shown them the right way, it's your fault, the reason why they get out here and do what they do. And if you know that what your child needs is something you are not able to provide, you need to turn them over to the right authorities so that those children can get the proper guidance that they need. Now, let me share with you real quick 16 facts about gun violence and school shootings, okay? Each day, well, before I even go into that, first let's talk about why do school shootings even occur? Okay. When students were surveyed, they gave various reasons as to why, and the respondents were actually asked to rate 16 possible reasons for the school shootings. And I'm going to give you all, actually, I would say the top 5. Okay. Number 1, they want to get back at those who hurt them. 87% of the people agree that that's the number 1 reason. People just want to get back at people who have hurt them. Number 2 reason is that other kids picked on them, made fun of them, or bullied them. So what? Everybody was picked on, made fun of, and bullied. That doesn't give you a right to go around and shoot nobody. And then the 3rd reason, they don't value life. To me, that's the number 1 reason. Even though they say number 1 is because, they want to get back at those who hurt them. Yeah, but for you to take a gun and to try to kill not only that person, but other people who had nothing to do with it. No, you don't value life. Okay, but again, let me go on. Okay, I'll try to not do the commentaries. Okay, number 1 reason, they want to get back at those who hurt them. Number 1, they want to get back at those who hurt them. Number 2, other kids picked on them, made fun of them, or bullied them. Number 3, they don't value life. Number 4, they have been victims of physical abuse at home. Number 5, they have mental problems. Matter of fact, I'm going to read all of this to you all. Number 6, it was easy for them to get a gun. Number 7, they do not get along with their parents. Number 8, they have witnessed physical abuse at home. Number 9, and of course we know that's different. Them witnessing it is different from them being victims of. Number 9, they drink alcohol or use drugs. Number 10, they do not have any good friends. Number 11, they see violence on TV, in movies, in videos, and in computer and video games. The number 12 reason why kids are saying that they do the school shootings is that they say violence is a way of life in their neighborhood. Kids also say for the 13th reason that other kids encourage them to do it. For the 14th reason that they say their teachers don't care about them. 15th reason, they say that they are afraid for their own safety. And the 16th reason is that they are bored. And now, as we know, those are the reasons why students say that they do the school shootings. And we see that, revenge is clearly the major reasons for the shootings. Clearly a major reason. But here are some facts about gun violence. And I'm going to give you 16 of these, okay? Each day, 12 children die from gun violence in America. Another 32 are shot and injured. Every single day, number 1, each day, 12 children die from gun violence in America and another 32 are shot and injured. Number 2, guns are the leading cause of death among children, American children and teens. 1 out of 10 gun deaths are of people age 19 or younger. Number 3, in fact, firearm deaths occur at a rate more than 5 times higher than drownings. Number 4, the United States has had 2,032 school shootings since 1970. And since recording this and even planning this show, there have been 3 others that have taken place since the end of May 2020 until this show is coming out here toward the middle of June 2020. damn shame. But the U.S. has had more than 2,032 school shootings since 1970, and these numbers are indeed increasing. And alarmingly, 948 school shootings have taken place since the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School in December 2012. And as we know, really, Sandy Hook, anyway, number 5, school shootings have returned to pre-COVID levels and by some accounts have been increased. And we can see that. We see that. And that's what I was about to say. I don't even understand why Sandy Hook is the litmus test when, number one, it's not even the first and wasn't even the most violent, as far as number of people, largest number of people being present that could have been killed. But at any rate, however, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security research shows that if we know the signs of gun violence, we can actually prevent it and can reverse this trend. Now, number 6, since the historic attack at Columbine High School in 1999 that started all of this, nearly 300,000 students, which we know is more than 311,000 students now, have been on campus during a school shooting. And there is help for victims and survivors of gun violence, which, of course, I'll be sure to come back to. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you all now, even for those who are dealing with Sandy Hook, because you know how they have this thing called the Sandy Hook Promise, and you can head over to sandyhookpromise.org, and they have help for victims and survivors of gun violence there at sandyhookpromise.org. And now, share with you some more facts about how to stop school shootings and other violence. Okay, number 7, here's a fact. An estimated 4.6 million American children live in a home where at least one gun is kept loaded and unlocked. These improperly stored weapons have contributed to school shootings, suicides, and the deaths of family members, including infants and toddlers. Number 8, nearly half of all parents with a weapon in the home wrongly believe their children don't know where the gun is stored. Safe storage of firearms prevents tragedies, people. Your kids know way more than you think they know. Anything you're doing, as a matter of fact, you should assume that they see you and know about it. Number 9, in 4 out of 5 school shootings, at least one other person had knowledge of the attacker's plan but failed to report it. Chances are it was a family member or a friend. That means that family members and friends should also be prosecuted whenever these people commit these crimes because they are accessories. So if you know someone is planning to do something to harm other people, your best bet will be to tell them to not do that and to let them know that you're going to be reporting to the police what the people are doing because you do not uphold wrongdoing and that you love them enough to protect them even from themselves. Now, number 10, and I'll make this one the last one. In a comprehensive school shooting study, the Secret Service and Department of Education found that 93% of school shooters planned the attack in advance. And when people see the signs and get help, we can actually end school shootings because 93% of school shooters planned the attack in advance and they told somebody that they knew. Okay? All right. Now, people, and there are a few others. And as a matter of fact, I'll just run through these real quick. Almost all mass shooters share threatening or concerning messages or images. More than 75% of them raised concerns from others prior to the attacks. Bystanders saw warning signs in most documented active shooter cases. And truly, you can prevent these active shooter cases when you know the signs. And 12, children living in poverty, urban and rural areas are more likely to die due to gun violence than their more affluent peers. Number 13, about 1 out of 5 gay and lesbian youth have been threatened or injured with a weapon on school property. Number 14, black youth are 4 times more likely to be killed with guns than their white peers. Number 15, the majority of individuals with diagnosed mental illness do not engage in violence against others. And lastly, number 16, it must be remembered that 90% of teenagers killed in an act of dating violence were girls. Okay? Girls. So let's not only protect our girls, but all of our children of all ages, our boys, our kids. Let's protect them all, not only from adults, but also from the children and from the youth, but especially from gun violence in schools and outside of schools. Put up those guns, lock away those guns. Make sure that you report and handle and discipline whatever problems need to be handled, reported, and disciplined. And also make sure that you encourage and build up and help heal children that need it. But most importantly, if you have been a victim of gun violence or you're a survivor of gun violence, do know that the sandyhookpromise.org website does offer help for victims and survivors of gun violence. Head over now, sandyhookpromise.org, sandyhookpromise.org. Get that help for survivors and victims of gun violence. And we pray that not only will people be more accountable, but also that violence of all kind will be able to be curbed and cease as more and more people decide to start treating themselves better and treating other people better. Now, any news or information you have on ways to prevent school shootings, we are definitely open to hearing it and would love to have you to share that with others. So please do go to our YouTube page and drop a comment on the episode of this video. Leave any information that you have so that others may be able to be assisted as well. All right. I am Goddess Sage, of course, giving you that rundown. And now I will turn it back over to you, Joaquin. Man, I love you, Articulation Radio listeners, and you all keep being safe. Joaquin, man, the floor is yours.
I can't go on pretending I don't care. I can't go on pretending I don't care. But I'm trying to do the best I can. Try to do the best I can. Cut it all. So instead I blush until I've had enough. You see right through me, you see. Such a shame for you. All my secrets are free, and I just wanna learn yours and absorb everything you mean. I can't go on I don't care, please forgive me. You make me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. You expect me to keep my composure and my exposure and on my toes, but I'm too vulnerable to disregard the danger of the deepest part of you. Oh, be merciful. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't sleep. Oh, so deep. It's making me weak. It's so sweet. I can't think. Incomplete. It's making me weak. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. It's so deep. Making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me,
Up next is Sunshine Road by Martin Goffin, followed by Finesse Part 2 by Three of a Kind, and For Sure by Ray and Ray featuring Rebel Day. But for you savvy listeners, of course, you just heard My Favorite Weakness by Erica Johnson.
If you are a savvy senior who's seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you, visit sittingroom.xyz today. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz, where savvy seniors socialize, get event invites, organize among themselves, as well as obtain merchandise and get engaged to create new things. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz. Visit today.
Media Room 360 TV. Media Room 360 TV is a channel that has something for everyone, from world news, inspiration, programming for kids, politics, sports, technology, and entertainment. Media Room 360 TV has got you covered. Check out one of our shows today on Roku. Media Room 360 Internet Television on Roku. And if you need a speaker, head over to Media Room 360 Speakers at MediaRoom360.com. That's MediaRoom360.com.
Articulation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Are you looking for grant writers, technical writers, creative writers, academic writers, any kind of writers? Head to the Writers Consortium. Their website, writersconsortium.us, www.writersconsortium.us, the Writers Consortium, writersconsortium.us, for all of your writing needs. Think of it, they can produce it for you. They are the ghost writers to the top people.
like more information on how you can be an eyelash artist, call us at 314-560-1641 or 888-585-LASH, lashingoutloudinc.com.
You ready?
I'm a badass bitch, baby, ain't no competition.
Slim, thick, let me shake my ass quick. Twerk, 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 let them niggas go to work. Face down, ass up, give it to me right. Right, shaking ass up, he all in my gut. Slim, thick, let me shake my ass quick. Twerk, 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 let them niggas go to work. Face down, ass
on trips, so we ain't riding in that car. Ain't no star in the whip. He ain't no rabbit, it's a trap. When I took all the cheese, need my money real fast, like it's falling from trees. All gas, no brake, like the light turned green. Had to give him to him saucy, if you know what I mean. Cause every time I'm in the mirror, I see these hits red ding. He told me hop in the Benz, saying you got him in. And when I seen the Benz, I told him we can be friends. These bitches buttons I'm pressing, I like it rough with aggression. If he macking the pack, and I'm like Nikita, I'm dragging. I'm so high, I'm in Phoenix, I love a nigga in B-Net. Had to call that nigga cut up, put the pressure to Keenan. But the money I'm feeling, don't make me call up my demons. They'll bust all on you bitches, I ain't talking about semen. I was giving bitches time, now my load is completed.
Finesse a nigga build a palace while you bitches build flat. Yes, I'm way too pretty to get that from the back. Window City, he litty, he got his thumb in my ass. The other hand on my titty, my hands are searching for cash. Notorious is no biggie, give me the loot in the bag. So you know queen up, like a bitch is in a big line. Playtime is over in the recess, bitch get in line. These hoes be mad little hating shit at a all time. Yo bitch is catty and pussy, it's cool cat Caroline. Pulling bitches fast, hoes sick of pandemic. No plastic, so but that's Mattel, I'm a genius. He puts it in, got me calling on Jesus. Was role playing in Jamaica, bitches slid on the remake. Was role playing, I'm a tenant, fucking on the landlord. Treat you hoes like teacher pet, there go get my clipboard. Had him thinking he was a king, academy, my award. Slim, thick, let me shake my ass quick. Twerk, 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 let them niggas go to work. Face down, ass up, give it to me right. Start shaking ass up, he all in my gut.
Finesse a nigga for the sweets, cause my pussy was sugar. Swisher sweet, he came to eat and now we smoking on key. Suck a nigga off his feet, all my dollies retreat. This is me, so don't you fucking try me. Man, my Barbie's in the whip, looking very foreign. Cruising past some other hoes like really boring. It's nutrition to these niggas, like nuisance to these bitches. It's like Iraq to these niggas, like it's fuck you to these bitches. Fuck them other hoes, they're nods and no-nos. Saucy anti-gay, you hoes can never take. Saucy anti-gay, you heard it, there's no mistake. Saucy anti-gay, shaking ass every day.
Throw that ass back and tryna see your face. Snatch a nigga soul, but I ain't leaving a tray. Lil' sis, ain't a competition, I'm the top notch bitch. Man, y'all hoes better listen. Run a nigga pockets, he be tricking. Pussy good, he call it finger licking. Big mouth, broke pockets, bitch, you tripping. Living lavish, got my champagne, I'm sipping. Once I bust it open, baby daddy gon' be tipping. Stay in your shit, sis, don't let them catch you slipping. Only fuck with bosses, can't be slipping on my pimpin'. I'm a badass bitch, baby, ain't no competition.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
You there is trouble. It's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in. You belong with the fairies. No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. You set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Every tune is your song. Doesn't matter what I say, there is no other way. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
My people, my fam, my folks, I thank you so much. We all here at Articulation Radio, thank you so much for tuning in today and making us a part of what it is that you do. We encourage you to go over to our website, articulationmedia.club, and let us know not only what you think about today's episode, but make sure that your music, your interview, and your ad all take place right here on this station, Articulation Radio. Go to articulationmedia.club right now and hook yourself up. Make sure that you do that so you can hook other people up. But be sure to tune in again on Articulation Radio. We'll catch you again soon. And in the meantime, you already know, keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep making things happen.
Articulation. 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 Articulation.